So some people may remember the NVIDIA Shield, a device that allowed you to stream video games from your PC onto your TV or Shield handheld. As promotional and teaser of the new Shield's capabilities, NVIDIA sent out a green crowbar with "What would Gordon do?" inscribed on the side, along with the Half-Life 2 and NVIDIA Shield logo. This was obviously a reference to Half-Life 2 being playable on the mobile Shield console. Now my friends and I have been very excited for the release of Valve's new Steam Deck, with many of us pre-ordering within minutes of launch. And this got me thinking, how cool would it be if this promo crowbar was brought back, but this time with Steam Deck branding? And one of my friends just happened to have a birthday coming up. So what better excuse could I have of making one as a birthday gift? At first, I took a plain black crowbar and painted it NVIDIA green, just like the original promotional one. But I soon realized that this didn't really make much sense, since the Steam Deck was using AMD hardware. So I ground the crowbar back down to raw steel with a sandpaper flap disc. With the green removed, I then applied several coats of gray sandable primer. This was to achieve the two-tone color effect of the original crowbar, with silver on the business ends and an orange handle. Here's what the crowbar looked like after the paint dried and removing the tape from the top and bottom. Now I need to add "What would Gordon do?" to the side. I first tried using a vinyl stencil, but the end result was not very sharp and was extremely difficult to apply. I instead decided to use the laser cutter to create a debossed acrylic badge. The resulting raised edge would make it easier to apply black paint, almost as you would with a stamp. But before I could start painting, I needed to make sure each badge was completely clean of the acrylic dust. The paint I used was a personal favorite of mine called POR 15, an extremely hardy paint used for automotive undercoating. By using this paint, there wouldn't be any worries of the color flaking off from handling. I had to use a Q-tip to apply the paint to ensure the fine details between the logos and the lettering did not get filled in with paint and wash out the message. I applied multiple coats, and this was a very slow and tedious process, but the end result did achieve the effect that I was looking for. All I had left to do then was to center the badges and to superglue them on. Now before I attached the badges, I could have actually sanded off some of the orange paint and added a few touches with a small detailed paintbrush to give the crowbar that worn and used look that is so prevalent in Half-Life. But in the end, I opted for a clean, brand new aesthetic instead. And here's the finished product. A simple but really cool, unique gift. It would look great hanging on the wall as some nerd swag, or it could double as an emergency anti-intruder weapon. I can imagine the look on someone's face when they break into a house to have Gordon Freeman come running at them in the night with a crowbar. Alright, here's to Valve not delaying the Steam Deck again.